Hello friends, this is Daniel and today we're going to do something very exciting. We are going to create our own ERC20 token and we're going to deploy it in the Polygon network all from the scratch. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to invite you to go to Moralis.io and sign up so you have access to your Speedy Notes service. Here I go to endpoints in the Polygon icon and I get to Mumbai and I can copy this link over there. Remember to go by yourself and get your own node because I just do these videos and later on I just reset everything. So you have to really get your own. Now we go to Visual Studio Code, and to add a new network to Visual Studio Code in your Brownie environment, you have to do Brownie networks add the type of network that you want to add. It could be Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Polygon in this case. You add the nickname or the ID for the network that you are adding. In this case, I'm gonna call it Mumbai Moralis. You add the host, which is your Speedy node here, a name, which is a good practice. The chain ID for the Mumbai testnet is 80001, and an explorer, which is here, is this link. If you do a quick Google search on how to add Polygon Mumbai to your MetaMask, you are going to get almost all of these, except for the node, which is what you get from Moralis. Now that we have that one there, we can go to develop our smart contract. We're going to leverage the Open Zeppelin library for that. So what we have here is that we are in our Brownie project and we have this file here that's called mytoken.sol. So we're going to start here with a Solidity file. So we're going to do sdpx dash license, and this is only to add a license identifier that will allow us to mark what is the licensing status of this. So it's going to be MIT license. That's a very permissive, free and open source license, and that's because we are sharing this one with the community. Then we're going to add our pragma line, which is going to signal what is going to be the compiler that we're going to use, and we're going to use anything that is superior to the 0.8 version. So it's going to have these characteristics. Now we are going to start doing some imports, and for this we want to make sure that we have already imported the proper Open Zeppelin packages. So we're going to do Brownie PM list, and this will show us what are the packages that we have installed. And here we have two versions of Open Zeppelin. I will use this one. To install that one is very easy. If you don't have it from your Brownie, you do Brownie PM install, and then you basically do the same thing. Open Zeppelin dash Open Zeppelin dash contracts add, and the version that you want to have. We are going to need to import that one to basically have all the scaffolding ready for our contract. So we're going to copy this one, and this is very easy because then we're going to use all the contracts that Open Zeppelin offers in order to do our deployment or the development of our contract very fast. So we're going to do ERC20, and then we are going to import the ERC20 .sol. Now that we have that, we are just going to create our contract based in the ERC20 standard, and using this, creating your token is as easy as going contract. And how do you want to name the contract of your token? I will call it Daniel token is ERC20, and then we are going to start the constructor. So we're going to say constructor, and we are going to take a uint 256, and this uint 256 is going to be the initial supply that we want to have of our token. So we have the initial supply of our token here, and then we're going to call this one, which is the call to some metadata that we're going to import from Open Zeppelin, and here we're going to get the name of our token, which is going to be Daniel, and the symbol, which is going to be Dan. So we have the name and symbol, and then we just have to get the body of the constructor, which is going to be something as simple as saying mint message sender initial supply. We close it, and there we have it. Here is our smart contract, fully compliant with the ERC20 standard, and we are leveraging Open Zeppelin for this. Now we're just going to check that everything is working well with doing Brownie console. Everything compiled successfully, so our contract works. We can exit here because the entire point today is that we're going to deploy to a living network. So guys, there's other step that we have to do, which is to have an account. So let's have an account prepared right now. And for preparing a private key, we just need to do Brownie accounts new, and we need to add the name, so we're going to call it testing account. And now it's going to ask for the private key. You are going to get that one by going to your MetaMask, and here in account details you can do export private key, and then you're going to see your private key. Now that you have created your account there, then that account will be ready for doing our deployment. Now that we have our smart contract here for our Daniel token, or you call it the way you want it, then it's very easy. We just need to connect to our network. So we're going to do Brownie console, and we're going to choose the network. So we're going to choose network Mumbai Moralis. And we're in Mumbai network. Now we need to load the account that we created when I asked you to create your own account from your private key. So right now we're going to do account is equal to accounts that load that the name of that account, in my case I call it testing account, is going to ask for your password. Now we have it, and here we just have to do something very simple. We just do a Daniel token deploy, and here what is the amount of our tokens that we want, and for that one we really want to have into account the decimals. So we have 18 decimals by default in the smart contracts that are powered by Open Zeppelin, and then the number of units that we want. So let's say that I want a token that has not a lot of supply. So let's say only 1 million, that's 6 zeros. So 18 plus 6, that's 24. So we're going to have 10 to the 24 as our initial supply. And then let's say that we want to deploy from the account that we just created, right? The one that we just loaded. So we're going to put account, and we close our parentheses. Then let's deploy. Got our transaction, and we're waiting for confirmation. And we are back, guys. So we have our contract deployed to the Polygon network in the Mumbai testnet. Let's go to our MetaMask. Here we are in Polygon Mumbai, and we have just a little bit of Matic here, but we are going to go to add token. We are going to paste the address of our token here, and then you can see that we got our symbol Dan, our decimals of precision, which is 18. We go next, we add the tokens, and we have the 1 million of Dan that we just created. Remember that we have 6 zeros plus 18 decimals. That was our 10 to the 24 of supply that we choose. So guys, that's the way you create an ERC20 token. That's the way you create your own cryptocurrency. Hope that you enjoy. Take advantage of all the services that are offered for free by Moralis, especially the Speedy Notes. This is an amazing service. It's free for the Polygon network and for Binance Smart Chain. That's something that it's very rare to find. Enjoy it and build it. Thank you very much. This is Daniel. Until the next video.